Hi everybody, this is Rhonda Johnson. I'm your instructor for BUSN 1440 document production, and I wanted to create an introduction video so that everyone taking the course will have an idea about how to navigate this course and where to find things. So what you're looking at right now is called the Start Here section, which you'll see in every Blackboard course. You should, when you come into the course, so I'm going to take you back just a second here. So I've got a lot more courses than you do, but say when you come into your course, you'll see the courses that you're enrolled in, and then you'll go to one of your courses. So again, your list will be much smaller than mine. But once you get inside the course, you should see this left panel. If you don't, it's because it's hidden. If you have a really small screen, like some of the laptops are really small, you'll see that the screen looks like this. If you can't see that left panel, drag your mouse up and down this left side of the screen until you see this little arrow and then click it. The left panel here should then appear. All right, so the first thing you want to do anytime you come to a course is go into the Start Here section. The Start Here section is specifically designed to tell you what to do to be successful in the course prior to doing any assignments. So please always visit this course first. My screen is going to look just slightly different than yours because my screen, I'm going to make it a little smaller. My screen has some things on it that only I can see. So in your screen, the first thing you're going to see is this Start Here. And this is just a very important reminder that if you do not go in and complete the Start Here assignments, you have a very good chance of being dropped from the course as a no-show. Even in an online course, you still have to adhere to due dates and assignment deadlines. So this date has not been established yet, the date that you'll be dropped, but I would say just it's going to be that first week. So you typically have 1 week to go in and say, hey, I'm here, I'm going to be in the class, and that will prevent you from being dropped. The next thing you're going to see is the syllabus folder. Now this is going to have 3 parts to it. It's before the course has started, so only part 1 and part 2 are available to this screen right now. By the time you start the class, there'll be a part 3 down here as well, which will be the instructor's information to you as a student. So you'll click on each of these sections. They will open up a Word doc, and this is your actual part of your actual syllabus. Then you'll open the second part. So the first part has to do with course competencies, things that are going to be taught in the course and expectations. The second part is going to be academic affairs, which are basically kind of policies and rules that apply to globally to all of the students in the college. And then the third part will be just specifically for this course to you from the instructor. All right, so I'm going back to Start Here. Once you finish reading and reviewing the syllabus, there'll be an assignment which you will then type into. So this assignment, if you read what this says here, it basically says that after you've read the contents of the syllabus folder, come here and give me a statement. Basically, it's me kind of holding your feet to the fire to say that you either have read and understand the syllabus and have no questions for me, or you have read it and you need some clarification about something, which I totally can understand. And one of these 2 statements will be copied and pasted into the text box below. So hopefully it's this one, but if not, it can be this one, and then I'll respond to you with the answer you're looking for. Okay, so that's the first assignment that you do. And when you do that, it registers in the gradebook as having been completed. I'll then go in behind you and give you a grade. The second item to complete in the Start Here is the Student Information Form assignment. Now, you can click on the assignment link, And then basically everything you saw on the front page will be here. If you click here to the student information sheet, I have two screens that I'm using, so it populated in the second screen. I will go in and drag it over for us so that you can see what it looks like. So when you open it, it's going to look like this. I would suggest that you either enable the editing or go to the bottom and click the print layout. You still need to enable editing so that you can write into it. And then I've designed it such that you can just click from one box to another if you tab and then fill in the information. And then if you want to know your CRN number, just remember it's right here on your left panel at the top, 23571. That is your CRN number. This is Rhonda Johnson, BUSN 1440, and then 23571 if you're in this course. All right, so then you just tab in and fill in the rest. Now, I do have a lot of students sometimes that'll say, oh, you know, why do you need to know my work phone? Why do you need to know my employer? I don't. You don't need to share with me anything that you don't want me to know. This is just for information. It does not get sent to anybody. It does not get tallied in any way. To be perfectly honest, here's what I use it for most of the time. I use it to, number one, get your phone number. Let's just say that you've got a 68 in the class. We're a week from the course ending, and I'm not going to have much choice here but to give you a 68. But if I call you, if I'm able to call you and say, hey, you have a 68, did you know that you were so close to having a 70? You know, what do you think we can do here to improve your odds of passing the course? And maybe there can be some assignments reassigned so you can make a higher score. But I'm usually very flexible in that way. Now, if you're making a 35, I am probably not giving you a call. 35 either says that you really truly don't have the skills needed to pass the course. That's very rarely the case. Or it means that you just really haven't done a lot of the assignments and you're just carrying a lot of zeros in the grade book. I can't do much about either one of those situations. So you probably won't get a grade. You won't pass the course, and I'm not going to call you if you have a 35. However, you know, if you're really close, you know, and we can do something to improve your situation, I'm always willing to try to help a student, you know, improve their grade. All right, so moving down, we've covered start here, we've covered syllabus assignment, student information form. Just by the way, once you complete that Word document that was the student form, let me just get it back up here for you. You'll save it using the instructions I've given you. I tell you exactly how to name it. And then I want you to come back to this assignment and then browse your computer, go find that document, and then attach it here and submit. And then that will put it into Blackboard where I can see it. Again, it'll update the gradebook that you made the completed the assignment, and then I'll go behind and give you a grade. These things have to be graded manually. All right, and then I'm not completed with course weights yet. They will be evident to you when you come in. Here's the last thing that you're actually going to get a grade for in the Start Here section, and that is for you to introduce yourself. So you're going to click on the link. You'll see that I've already created my introduction for you. I want you to create a thread. When you create the thread, you're going to be able to name your post. Typically it's your name and the word introduction, but you can get creative if you want to. And then you're going to click down into this text box area and type your introduction. So that is, those are the Start Here items that will need to be completed, and they need to be completed fairly quickly. I'm looking for everybody, for everything to be settled down. Drop Ad will be over. Everybody's got their books by the first Saturday, which will be the 18th of August. Let's look at the calendar. So by the 18th of August, I'm looking for everybody to have completed the syllabus assignment, I'm going to put that expectations down here. The syllabus assignment, the student information form, and the introduction. So by the time you see this course, the introduction will be here as well. You'll always be able to click on a link, and if it's depending on the type of link, it will give you, sometimes it'll actually take you to the assignment. You've got a link right here in this case that will do that for you. It'll take you right to the assignment that we talked about. Sometimes the links don't do that, and it just depends on how the link was created. So in this case, the biggest thing I want to tell you about the calendar is that I update the calendar with all due dates. By the time you take this course, you'll see every Saturday throughout the entire semester we'll have the due dates populated and what will be due on that day. I want you to stick to the due dates. I'm not such a stickler that if you have a death in the family or a very serious illness where you are, needing to be called away, that I'm not going to be able to work with you. I will try to work with you, but I will tell you that I am not going to be friendly to someone who chronically needs to turn work in late, and I'm not going to be very sympathetic to people who simply don't do the work. So I really do want students to be successful, but I also know that there needs to be some type of boundary and expectations set. So in this case, for the 25th, we already know that Module 3 will be due at midnight. If you click the link for Module 3, it will give you the instructions. And we'll just go through this really quickly. It says to click the lessons on the left panel. That would be this link right here. Inside, you'll see all the assignments within the module. Click each assignment link and complete all tasks for each assignment. Module 3 assignments are due on Saturday, August 25 by midnight. So I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to go into the lessons because I've just read the instructions, and I'm going to go into the lessons now. I'm going to look for Module 3. So by the time you come into this course, this link is not going to be visible to you. So let's just say no. But you'll see this first item, which is my reiterating to you what the course competencies and outcomes are for the course. But if you look down just one more panel, you'll see we have Module 3. So if you click it, and as explained, we will have links for everything in Module 3. I really want you to take note of the fact that there are an awful lot of links here. Now, just so you know, some of these links can be completed in just a minute or 2 minutes. Some of them can be completed in 5 to, say, 15 minutes. Some of them are going to take you maybe an hour. This course is a 7 contact hour course, which means that the state of Georgia, in designing this course, intended that students would spend 7 hours a week completing the assignments for this course. Now, 7 is just a number. For a student who's already very skilled at document production and typing, maybe they only spend 5 hours a week. But for a student who is new to this and is just really learning from scratch, maybe it takes 10 hours a week. I'm trying to manage your expectations right off the bat so that you understand what's going to be expected. So let's go ahead and click on one of the items just so you can kind of see, what it means. This is a little bit different. This one I've explained. You won't always see any kind of explanation from me under these assignment links. But this one you do have an explanation because this is a skills analysis time writing. It's a pretest. It's not going to hurt or help your grade. I want you to complete it. It will be something that we use to measure your success through the course. So you'll take it here in the first couple of weeks of the course. You'll take it again at the very end of the course. And your score in the beginning versus your score in the end, hopefully, is very dramatically different, better in a good way. So again, once you click on a link, it will automatically take you over to SAM, which is where the assignments live. This particular link has one task. When you launch the task, on your screen, the assignment will populate. This is why you don't need a textbook, a hard copy textbook. Everything you need is right here. The instructions are above. Key the text below. If time allows, repeat the timing. The timer will start once you begin typing. Text will automatically word wrap, meaning it will flow up as you continue to type, and click continue after reviewing the feedback. So in this case, it's telling you this is a 2-minute timing. Once you tab, now you see that I've tabbed and that has started the timer moving. So I'm going to very quickly, we're not going to do this for 10 minutes, but I'm just going to show you what I was talking about. Concern of the performer. Task, it gives one a feeling of personal triumph. Oh boy. I have it set to where you can backspace if you are having trouble with a word. Remember though that the timer is still going even if you're trying to correct something. And it's really kind of hard for me to type while I'm talking to you about something else. I'm liable to make a lot of errors here. Really successful. I'm trying to type enough so that I can show you what happens when you get to the bottom of a paragraph, because this isn't what you see on at the top that I'm typing is not the end of the copy. It's going to give you some more. Lot of dedication. Now notice that when I hit the enter key, well, something happened here. An excellent performance. Take great delight in their work and pursue a lot of dedication. So in this case, this is all that there is. In a lot of timed writings, this is going to advance. If you finish a time writing early, you should start it all over again and start typing again. Don't stop after the word dedication like I did. Go ahead and enter and then keep typing this whole paragraph again and again until your 2 minutes are up. Some of you type fast enough that you will finish this paragraph and go on to a next paragraph. Some of you will find that you don't get through the whole paragraph. I don't want you to feel good or bad about it. It is what it is. Again, this is a pretest. It's not graded. You'll see your score. So notice here that I typed 28 words a minute, which I typically type about 60. So talking and typing is really not the best strategy. I did only make one error. I'm pretty surprised about that. And then, so this accuracy rate is 99.64. Now, it may or may not show that whenever you first take it, when you get in here, just because I think I'm going to change the settings a little bit. But at the bottom, which you can't see very well, I'm going to do this so you can see it. At the bottom, when you get finished with this and you're ready to submit it, that's going to give you 3 attempts here. You can do it 3 times and try to get a better score if you want to. By the time you're finished with whichever score you like, if you like your first one and you're happy, then click submit over here. If you don't and you want to try it again, then just say continue and it'll give you a choice. This is the answer results. It'll say continue. You've completed all the tasks in this assignment, and then you know that that's finished. This is something important to understand. I want you to click the X up here when you're finished. I always want you to go back to Blackboard and click the next link in Lessons. If you don't click the next link in Lessons, you're not going to be able to do it. This is something important. Notice that the name of this lesson, L26, is Getting Started with Word Drills. Okay? Notice also that it has lots of where the first one only had one task, this has a lot of tasks. You can either click each of these individually, or what I suggest is that you launch all. Click Launch All. And as you complete the task, and remember what I told you, a lot of these are, I'm going to make this smaller again. A lot of these are, I forgot what I was going to say. Forgive me. In this particular one, this is a little bit confusing. I wanted to go over the first assignment with you just so you would understand. On your screen, on this screen, all I can see is the assignment. Some of you will have a screen like I have at home, and you'll actually be able to see your own real, this is not my real taskbar. This is the taskbar that goes with this assignment. Some of you will be able to see your real taskbar underneath this taskbar, and it will be confusing. Please use the taskbar, only the taskbar that comes with the assignment in an assignment like this. So it says launch the Word application. It's not talking about the real Word application in your computer. It's talking about this screen only. So launch the Word application and open a blank document. If you don't know how to do that, I'm going to tell you here. Go here to this little window and notice that it says Word. Launch the Word application, open the blank document. That's honestly, that's all this particular assignment wants you to do. So when I was saying that some of these assignments will last just a minute, seconds, that is absolutely true. So you check your work. It says incorrect edits. Well, this is a different assignment. It's actually, because I said launch all assignments in the beginning, it automatically pushed me to task 2 of 12. So now I'm in this assignment. It wants me to type this memo. So I'm going to type it. I'm not going to type it right now, but you're going to type the same thing that they're asking you to type here. So you're going to say Alex Jones, and then you're going to start typing. An effective way to manage files. All the copy that you need to file is here. When you're finished, you're going to check your work. If you're happy with the feedback, so in this case, I only typed like three words. So it's going to say that I'm missing a lot. I'm missing 5 punctuations. I'm missing 32 spaces. I'm missing 32 words. And so this is really awful feedback, and it's not going to be a very good grade. If I submit now, it's going to be awful. I would very much suggest that you go back and edit and complete the assignment before you submit. So I wanted, again, when this is going to automatically populate each task. As soon as you finish one, it's going to populate the next, the next, the next. The alternative would have been to go in here and just click one launch one exercise at a time. Again, I'm going to adjust my screen so that I can see this. Finish this assignment, click it. Okay, answer correct, close. And then go to the next assignment. Launch it. So you see there's 2 ways for you to get to each assignment in this particular, each task in this particular assignment. I can either launch each one individually, or I can say launch all, and then just have them populate one after another. Again, let me just remind you, when you're finished with L26, which means you're finished with all of the tasks within L26, I want you to go back and X out before you go to before you go into the next assignment. I do not want you to find a backdoor into SAM and work only in SAM without accessing your assignments from Blackboard. You need to access all of your assignments from Blackboard. I can't say that strongly enough. I know that this has been a little bit of a lengthy video, so I'm sorry about that, but a lot of times people don't understand what the expectations are or where to find things, and I really want to make that clear. So the next thing I want to show you is where to find your grades. For you, you're going to go to My Grades. I want you to, if it's anywhere else, I want you to click All. I want to just show you something. Every single assignment that's going to receive a score in this course is going to be listed on this page. I know it looks daunting, like there's a lot, but I just want you to remember some of these assignments are really fast. They take just a few seconds to a minute. Other assignments take longer. So even though there are so many, just remember that they're not all going to take the same amount of time. Notice also that each item has a different category. So this one is a keying and word drills. This one's applying it, word drills. I would like for you, the applying it, the key, each one of these, when you go back into the Start Here section, remember I told you there's going to be something here called Course Weights and Grading. This will be populated by the time you come in. Go back and look and see, because each category has a different weight. So each category has more importance than other categories, or less. Okay, so this is where you're going to look for your grades. This is where you can find information about me, about the instructor, when I'm available on campus, how you can reach me by phone, and then how you can reach me by email. Or you can always in Blackboard, you can send an email. And when you do that, you can do one of many things. You can send it to all users in the entire class, which would include me. You can send it to just students. You can send one to just individual students that are in your course. You can pick one and send a message to, say, Michelle Vincent. You could send the message only to instructors. I'm the instructor, so it would come to me. And it does use my Gwinnett Tech email. So whatever you send from Blackboard will be populating into my Gwinnett Tech email, and I can then respond to you. Please understand, I will not be responding to you in anything other than Gwinnett Tech email. I will not be sending messages to your Yahoo account or your Gmail account. I have those things too, but we as instructor and student are directed by the college and the state to communicate. All written communication between us needs to be through the Gwinnett Tech system. That's for legal reasons and also for the ease of being able to find information that we have communicated to one another. So it's easier for me when I receive things from you not to have to remember that you have another email, or to try to have you try to find where you sent me something in Gmail or something like that. So we are directed to use, if you're using the Blackboard email, it's the same as using your student email. So, and the student email is our #1 and only written form of communication to one another. All right, so when I think that's just about everything that I wanted to tell you about. It's a good start. You should, if you are somehow disconnected from your email for whatever reason, you need to contact me, and you can do that through Blackboard to send me an email, and I can send you information on how to get back on track or who to contact to get your email back running. Cannot stress how important that's going to be. All right, it's a 30-minute video. I'm sorry that it's so long, but I think I've covered everything that you would want to know about where to find what in this course. Again, I hope we have a wonderful time, and I know you're going to learn a lot. So have a great day. Bye-bye.